Everyone, this is Jaime Rios again. In the previous video, we talked about how to find hole number 1. And if you don't remember, the placement for hole number 1 is going down 2 and down a half. So that's going to be my how to find the location for hole number 2. Go over 2 inches across and down a half an inch. So let's now find hole number 2, which will be this location right there. Now where I work these, I work them clockwise. So now hole number 2 is we want to find the location right there. So what I'm going to be doing is drawing a right triangle. Right there, where the center, if I go from the center of the circle to the outside of that hole, that's going to be my radius, or half my diameter. Now remember, my diameter for this circle was 3 inches. So half of 3 inches is going to be 1.5. So this is kind of triangle I'll be drawing right here. Going up here and down here. So I need to find the location of this side, find the location of this side, right? Using my trigonometry. So the first thing first I must do is, of course I have it set up right here is 18 degrees, right? But how I found out 18 degrees is if I take 360, which is my circle, then I divide it by how many holes I have, 5. If I did 360 divided by 5, that gives me 72. What that is saying is between these two holes, say this is hole 1 and hole 2, their angles that they make is going to be 72 degrees. So these two, that angle 72 degrees, these two, you may not even see it because my drawing's not that perfect, but the degrees between these two holes will be 72. Between these two holes will be 72, and between these two holes will be 72. So I know from here to here, that's 72. Now if I go straight down and straight across, that makes a 90-degree angle right there. So if I want to find what's the measurement of this angle right there, I'm going to take 90 minus 72. The 72 is from the measurement from here to here. And 90 is going to be from here to there. So if I do 90 divided by 72, or minus 72 gives me 18 degrees. And that 18 degrees is going to be this measurement right there. And I got from here, I put it right here. So from the center of the circle to the outside hole, that's my radius, or 1.50 inches. Now I find the measurement for X and find the measurement for Y. If I can do that, it can help me find the placement for 2. So this is what my hole looks like, right? So the first thing I'm going to find is the location, or what's the length of this side, the bottom side. And if you remember by your trigonometry, this is my reference angle. This will be my side opposite, and this will be my side adjacent. And of course, the side that's opposite from your right angle, that's going to be my hypotenuse. So I'm going to treat this as my hypotenuse. So if I want to find this side, right, using this as my reference angles, I got to find that side that's next to it or adjacent over hypotenuse. The trig function for that will be cosine, adjacent over hypotenuse. And this is my setup. The cosine of this angle, which is 18 degrees, is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So that's my setup. So once again, I treat this as a proportion and put it over 1. Right here. So this divided by 1 is equal to this divided by 1.5, right? Since this is a proportion, these are ratios, I cross multiply. Of course, 1 times it by x, it's just x by itself. And this is saying this times it by this. So this is how I found x. X is equal to the cosine of 18 times it by 1.5. So what I do first is find the cosine of 18. Put that in my calculator. Cosine 18, close it off. See what that gives me? And I'm going to times it by 1.5. And when I do that, I get a measurement of 1.427. I go by the third decimal or thousandths place. So that's saying this measurement from the center to the outside right here will be 1.427. Continue on to the next video.